JSS and Deepakanandji. Deepakanandji,
Hey Chittidhanand,
Srimad, can you please recite Srimad, everybody follow?
Namo Vitaragaya,
Namo Vitaragaya.
Namo Arihantanam,
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam,
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam,
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vajrayanam,
Namo Vajrayanam.
Namo Savashinam,
Namo Loe Savasahunam.
Esha Panchanamukaro,
Eso Panchanamukkaro.
Savvatavattanasam,
Savvabhavapanasam.
Mangalanam cha Savvesim,
Mangalanam cha Savvesim.
Paramam Havai Mangalam,
Paramam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya,
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchitanand,
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand Mahatma. So last time we left at trying to look at the subtle mistakes and interaction with people. So, Deepakanandji, why don't you introduce that subject again, that all mistakes we made in our subtle, which is the mind level.
Right. Actually, we are not making any mistake now, but the mistake was committed in the past gets discharged now. And we, in our enlightened, intermediate enlightened state, we will immediately pick that and correct ourselves. Because that is the only opportunity we have to see our mistake when it happens. So when it's like if it happened yesterday, if I try to recall now what wrong I did yesterday, I don't have all that clarity what exactly had happened. It's just a FHR or a very hazy uh, information that okay, something went wrong. But when it is happening at that time, if it is observed, perceived correctly, pure soul vision, then you get to know the exactness of the problem and you also know how and where to correct. So first thing is that it is not that mistake is getting committed now, but that which was committed gets unfolded now in the present situation when we come across that particular situation. So we were focusing on subtle mistakes. Now, subtle mistakes are both at the level of mind. And it's not that easy to identify, recognize, and even correct the mistakes in the mind level. But if we observe ourselves, be watchful and vigilant about what's happening, especially on our face, then it becomes quite easier that something has happened. I have noticed that at times when my ego is challenged or hurt, then I can feel that very easily that my facial expression is disturbed, my cheerfulness uh, doesn't remain, and that's how. So those things are very evident that mistake or differences or clashes at the mind level, that is at the subtle level, is not easily detectable or observed. But if we start see our facial expressions, and it happens. I mean, it's not very difficult. Gradually, we even come to know whether I did this or not. If I raised my brow, that's how we say that. So that's what. So at the end, how it gets reflected, our mind is caused by our egoistic uh, projection, and we say that what I think, what I believe is correct and final. I never had any need to listen or accept or even adjust to other person's belief, opinion. So what happens? When I will definitely come across that situation again wherein these differences will pop up. And it gives me the natural cosmic power, Vyavhar Shakti, gives me that opportunity to, okay, now you correct. So that is where I grab that opportunity immediately when this thing happens and I correct it through uh, what is called the Pratikraman, forgiveness. And of course, we need to resolve also. Why that resolution is very important and necessary. If that resolution is not done or not made, then there is every possibility that this thought process will get reflected at our speech level or at the behavior level. And then that subtle thing becomes gross. What it means, we are incurring a damage outside, for which the repayment becomes bigger. If it is inside, then we have to settle within ourselves. If it goes outside, then it's like then we have to handle another person's mind also. And then there are ifs and buts that come. So here the subtle part is very important because that contributes to a great extent of disturbance. And when that is resolved, that is settled and resolved, it's a wonderful experience. Then what is more important is we should be able to watch ourselves because that is continuously happening. It was happening in the ignorant state also. We were not watchful. We were watching other people and we were trying to find their faults. And actually, the fault was here. They were only mere instrument like postman delivering what was ignorantly given by me, that is Deepakanandji. So that's how, that way, we can focus ourselves on the subtle aspect, subtle level of differences, and we'll start correcting ourselves. Jai Satchidanand.
Okay, JSS, anybody want to share anything they experience? Deepakanji, what I found, that if you interact with other people, and
If we don't interact,
when interfacing with other people, if you don't mix things with that mind then your prejudgment sometimes comes into the effect in the interaction. Pre-notion, prejudgment, that's
preoccupation, they say.
so
Yes, it does
I have
work.
to be careful on that one.
Correct. That's why it's like it's a drama which was rehearsed previously in the past. It simply gets played out now. And while it is getting played, just foresee them, watch them closely and correct the role-playing part where you fail to perform, or rather, I would say, where your body self, being bearer, fails to perform. It's like through this vision, we have become pure, almost. But the body self, relative body self, is not up to the mark as required to make any help us liberate. Because we have to hang over with the body and go on with the body. Wherever it travels, and shall we do that? So now it's like it's high time and you must start focusing on that. So it's a great thing. Some things are bound to happen, but it's like you bought an idol from the market. That idol is not perfect. You see a lot of imperfection. But people will make you believe that since you got it, it is your idol, and your idol is not good. So it becomes your duty to fix the idol, make it perfect. And that's how, or that's what we are doing, making our attached body cell, that is for you, Pratikraman, from Deepakanandji, what we are doing. So it's very interesting. We should not get disappointed and we should not take it personal. These two aspects which makes us feel guilty about the mistakes that are committed, as if they are committed by me. And the fact is, if they are not committed by me, it is committed by my neighbor, and it is my duty to guide my neighbor become perfect. Because the neighbor doesn't have original source of knowledge light. It has the intellect light, which uh, is not normal, and we have to correct it. So it's a wonderful opportunity. This natural cosmic power of Earth is giving us to correct ourselves, become perfect, and free ourselves from this wandering interfering life forms. Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. John, bye.
Jai Sachidanand Deepakanandji.
Jai
I
Satchidanand.
I want to share one experience. So last week I was talking with my manager at my workplace regarding the pay structure. So I was telling him something and he understood differently, and as a result, he got some negative, bad impression of mine. So he was he told me that why I am just questioning like this. So first of all, when I got to know this, that he had understood wrong and got a negative impression of mine. So I saw him as a he has done something wrong on his side. So I saw him as a doer. And then later, after some time, I realized that it is not his mistake. This is just a file for Soham, that uh, because of his past mistakes from the previous life to him, because of that, he is behaving like this to me.
Yeah.
Then
So
I did some Pratikraman for him, and like on the after 2 days, he was behaving like a normal with me.
that this experience is widespread, and every Mahatma follower of this understanding definitely have this experience. The moment you start correcting yourself, the other person also becomes free and becomes normal with you. But first of all, we have to understand that nobody is at fault. Nobody is at fault. It is only our past mistakes in our protection.
Right.
We had been very egoistic, self-centered, not listening to others, not following others. And that's why same result is coming out now. It's happening.
Yeah,
And
actually,
now when it is happening, you should watch it over and correct yourself. That's your duty. That's your duty.
right. So first of it happened two times actually. At the first time, I did not realize that this is just a file for me. But later, after 2 days, I realized that it is not his mistake. It is the mistake of mine from any previous life that I had some uh, ego or some other mistakes I did to him, and because of that, it came with me in this life.
Correct. Okay, that's true. But whenever we say it is my mistake and I did that, we have to keep in mind that it is own mistake and
Yeah,
he did
Son's
the
mistake.
past and all that. So we come to know. And the moment you come to know, you start correcting, you start achieving the result.
Correct.
So what remains is first important part is vigilance. When you will be able to see your mistakes correctly. There are times this guilt feeling can really you down. So don't allow this guilt feeling to understand. I did that
Right.
mistake, like that. All that negative effect will come on. So
Yes.
if you say I did it, my mistake, right? Right?
Correct. Yeah, I just wanted to share that experience and give
Right,
blessings
right.
that
But the best part is when you start correcting, you start enjoying the result of correction also.
correct.
So ultimately, we are getting away with our differences and our past liability.
Right.
Pratikraman. And when you do it, you experience the benefit also. So you would like to do it more. So that is it. Correct. HTTP.
Jai Sachidan.
Okay, thank you, Jai Sachidanand. Kalyaben?
Um, Jai Sachidanand, Deepakanandji, Jai Sachidanand Mahatmas. I was reading the saying in the WhatsApp group. It says, if one correctly understands what Vyavhar is, Moksha is ensured. All Vyavhar is entirely relative. So the first line I didn't understand at all. If one correctly understands what Vyavhar is, Moksha is ensured.
First of all, let us understand what is Moksh. Moksh means total freedom. And it is not by virtue of physical separation, but by virtue of our separateness from the body self, which is full of activity, gross, subtle, subtler, and subtlest. Whereas your soul, as I am totally free from all activities. So that sentence or that phrase is important, that line is important. And when you understand Vyavhar as Vyavhar, that is relative as relative, then you have, it proves that you have understood correctly what is niche, what is permanent. And when that happens, that is a great achievement. It's like if we commit a mistake at a very primary level, then we can't experience, and we expect to have a better experience then, because the beginning itself was bad. What was the other thing it said?
Yeah, the
Vyavhar
second,
did again? Okay, let us further elaborate. Let us give an example that you are standing in front of the mirror, and whatever you do, the mirror is showing you. And what it means, mirror is showing your Vyavhar.
Okay.
Vyavhar, Vyavhar, and you are perceiving Shailya as Vyavhar. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Because the knowledge part that gets accomplished while this, you can say, this drama is going on.
Okay.
Whatever I do here, I see it in the mirror.
Okay.
Now, I am not the doer of this activity. This activity is Vyavhar.
Got it.
What does that mean? That which was charged previously gets played now.
Discharged.
Today you are nowhere. You are simply watching what is happening or what Shailya is doing. And when that happens, you will find her mistakes at the gross level, the behavioral level, speech level, and is subtle and subtler is intellectual levels, where there is blindness or self-centeredness, false owning of what is not yours, and getting into its effect just affects us so much. When you come to know, oh, that was not me, and everything gets settled.
Okay. Yes. Got it.
Right. So Vyavhar, when it is understood rightly as Vyavhar, that proves that you are not Vyavhar.
Yes, I understand.
Because Vyavhar relates to Shailya body self.
Mm.
And I am pure, so also part myself. This is where I separate myself and enjoy the bliss of being pure. Right?
Yes.
Anything I missed? Whatever
No,
you
no,
said.
that's it. Because I thought just understanding with the mind is not enough. The concept. You have to, like what you said now, it made sense to me. Separating it at every stage and observing it at every stage is what is important. That's when you see the Vyavahar. Every
Right.
activity of the body
Uh-huh.
self.
It's like, when you are doing anything in front of the mirror, that is the cause.
Hmm.
And what you see there within the mirror immediately, that is, cause is here and effect is seen in the
Okay.
mirror
Yeah, got it.
as an activity,
Hmm.
as an action,
Hmm.
as a behavior. Similarly,
Yes.
your thoughts aware. And what is the outcome in the sense? We are doing what was caused previously.
Previously.
And that which gets affected by the previous cause and leaves out the effect in a balanced way,
Yes.
then you have achieved what you wanted to achieve. But it's a process, and we should not rest ourselves in peace at all.
Hmm.
Keep ourselves motivated all the time, although it may not be there at times. It's like that loneliness that can come. But what we are trying to say, number one, step number one, identify yourself who you are, separate out yourself from the body self of Shailya. Can understand what did Shailya do, not what I did.
Hmm.
I am supposed to perceive what Shailya does under the influence of Vyavhar. And when we come to know and we start observing, like this we feel because the moment you see, you are separate.
Hmm.
I can't see or read it like that. When I see like this, I perceive the changing stuff at the same time. I'm experiencing myself as knower of what is getting unfolded in the relative side.
Yes, I got it.
And it is relative. It is not me. I
Yes, thank you. JSS. Yes.
Jai Satchidanand. Okay, Miraben has a question.
I believe Uma had a problem. Not problem, but had a question.
She cannot talk. I cannot talk. I'm in a temple, but I have a question. Can you ask for me? Yeah. Miraben, write
Yeah.
your question, please.
What? Hello?
Okay. Okay, Miraben has a question. She is in a temple, so she cannot talk. But she
Mira.
says, Miraben,
Okay.
if I am in pure soul awareness and I'm agreeing with someone's opinion,
So, someone's opinion, huh?
which is against mirrors, am I lying?
Which is against Mira?
Mira, awareness. I'm agreeing with somebody's opinion, but that is not what Miraben's agreement is. Is she lying?
Fine.
Like in a
No.
conversation, and somebody's saying and you don't like it, but you still go along with it.
Right. So,
So is this classified as lying to the person or lying to yourself?
no. It's not called lying. You have to watch yourself. Why did you agree to the other person's opinion? Although it was different from yours. One purpose could be just by telling lie, if you are getting away with any problem or any avoiding any differences or avoiding any clash, then you have a purpose that you spoke lie so that you don't get into uh, any clash. Second could be that there is always one factor. Whatever you come across is always going to be different from your belief. Most of the time, they say that. So, when that happens, then your purpose is, if you get into clash, then you will lose your happiness. So, to remain happy and cheerful, you will adjust with the other person's viewpoint. So, there it is not lying, but adjusting with the other person's viewpoint. And the purpose is to avoid the clash and avoid unhappiness feeling, which you will definitely come across if you stick on to your belief, do not adjust to the other person's belief. And the third one, you can say, the purpose is for permanent settlement, amicable settlement. Why the purpose of amicable settlement is that if I settle my file amicably, then I get free. So it is for my freedom I'm doing. Right? That's what it means. I hope you understood this.
Yeah, but here, Deepakanandji, it's
Uh-huh.
like Dadaji's famous saying is, everybody is right from their viewpoint. Okay?
Right.
So, here you can nicely, politely, Swadhyadvani, you can say, yes, you're saying that, but my opinion is such and such. Can we do that? So that way you're expressing.
Express what? Go ahead.
So, you can express it that way. So you don't have to accept others' opinion, but at least provide your opinion, then back off.
One thing is there, whenever we come across any interaction, there is a purpose, there is a reason. And if that reason is so understood or it is like that, then you can express your view, your understanding, and leave it to the person, whatever he or she feels on based on that. You understand? But that doesn't happen. Our concern is there because we don't want to hurt the person also, we don't want to get hurt yourself. At the same time, you have to settle, yeah, fine, amicably settle. But see, the purpose of amicable settlement is it loses my freedom. Number one, if I don't settle the file amicably, I have to hang on to the body itself more. So, if I want to free myself, and if that is the purpose in my mind, it will act that way. It will benefit me that way also. In the sense, if I achieve something, that achievement will be based on freedom from that particular pain or discomfort. You understand?
Yeah.
Freedom from pain and agony of the situation. And when you adjust, it is with a purpose. So that there is no clash, there is no differences, your relation maintains. That is also important. Right?
Yeah. But Deepakanji, now if you give your opinion, then it may be the other person may think that from different viewpoints, so it may help him or her out. Just as if you say it politely, without any offense or anything.
Yeah, but then what is the purpose of even telling the other person? And when we know that, then you have the answer. See, it is said, you have walked your life egoistically. That's why you ended up wandering in your life. Now that you have come across this enlightenment soul, what are you supposed to do? That we want to free ourselves from all this wandering. Because at times we will feel that I like to travel. But those life situations are different, wherein you have the liking and you know you don't have any other commitment. But the moment the commitments start popping up, then you need to settle yourself. So here you will start resolving, saying, understand?
Yeah.
It is not the difference of opinion. There is a purpose due to which I adjust myself, I change myself. And if you focus on that, we come to know why I did that. So it's like adjustment I did for a personal benefit. Then that is different. But if I try to settle, adjust for a settlement, it is for my freedom, then it's totally different.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah.
Purpose. What
Yeah.
is the goal? Why you have to do that? Why you want to do that?
Okay, Soham, bye. Soham,
Okay.
bye.
Jai Sachidanand. Deepakanandji, I wanted to ask one thing. If we throw any negative vibes for any particular place, do we have to do Pratikraman for that? And if yes, then how? what is the process for that?
See, one thing, that no place has its own individual opinion. It is our opinion due to which we get affected. If you have positive opinion about some place, then it will throw positive vibration.
So
If you
actually,
don't like that person, the same place can throw negative vibration. Apparently, you feel that that place is sending those vibration. No, it is your inner. Outside is effect of inner cause.
hmm.
And when you understand that, there's no problem.
So
Then,
last week, I was
yeah.
talking with my mom, and in between, I said that the crime rate in Canada has increased, particular in one city named Brampton. So, do I have to do Pratikraman for that? That for particular Brampton, I gave some negative vibes.
No, it's not negative. See, it's like when you inform, the purpose is inform, matter is different. So that's when you have to check yourself. Why are you revealing those things to your mom when she has no concern about it? And that's why, do you have to go there? If you say, maybe sometime I have to go there. My God, where now she'll start worrying. That
Correct.
area is not good, people are not good, people are bad, and you are going there. She said, now better be watchful, be careful. At times, if any job is there, then you send someone else. Something like that will go on. So it's like best thing is reveal only that much what is asked from you.
Right. Correct.
But it's like, then I want to know what you are doing all day long. Now, one thing is that I should not have that notion at all. Why I should know what you're doing all day long? First of all. So then I'll start telling my stuff.
Okay. Correct.
So, yesterday I went here, I did this, that, and all. So then you say, yeah, even I did, went there and I did this, and so and so, so and so, so and so. But my purpose of revealing my stuff was only because I get to know your
Correct.
So
So
this
don't.
world, and this world is what based on karma. Karma means that
Deepakanandji, we are hearing
activity.
other people.
What mean? Unfortunately, I have not. That person has gone. So, did you understand?
Yes.
Our purpose is important. Why am I doing that? And when that gets
Correct.
known, then I know where do I have to correct myself. World
Got
is
it. Yeah.
very funny in the sense it's just outcome of our past past and good and bad deeds only. So either you will come across happiness or you will come across unhappiness. Nothing in itself is bad or good. But wherever we have projected positively, then it has positive effect. Wherever I have projected negatively, then I have negative effect. Very simple. So I should understand that whether I was positive here or I was negative. And then correct yourself. To balance how to free yourself from good and bad both. First free yourself
Got
from
it.
bad and then manage to free yourself from good also because uh, good stuff also make you wonder good area or your area of liking.
Correct.
Otherwise, you have to wander in area where you don't like, so area of dislike. you to pass through that suffering, unhappiness. Right? So when you
Right.
understand that, then it's very nice. You feel that you're going, you're coming. No, actually, that natural power of nature, natural power, operative power, it makes you wander, move into different places, and make you suffer based on what was projected previously. That
Correct.
doership aspect is charged into Soham. And that's why Soham does everything, whatever he's doing. But the outcome, what Soham passes through or experiences, good or bad feeling, it is, his account is there. Now he is not feeling. You are not suffering. Soham is suffering.
So I'm
But
suffering.
because you are together and with him, it becomes your duty to pacify him. That's
Right.
through the right wisdom of knowledge. And when you guide it correctly, and even in the worst of the situation, so will become and remain at peace and inner balance, which he will never lose. Otherwise, he will lose easily and will get disturbed, and he will disturb others also.
Yeah, got it. Jai
Jai
Sachidanand.
Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. Hey, Krishna.
Not Krishna, next.
I don't know if it's working. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, JSS.
Nimesh bhai, Jai Satchidanand.
I have question.
yes.
So if just a situation, let's say um, I I do something and I do something wrong and then follow up with the Pratikraman, let's say for some person. However, the same situation occur with a different person or in a different environment. Can you give some context? Because my understanding is that Pratikraman is related to that specific person or issue. But if it's reoccurring in a different environment throughout different people, what is the context of that and how do I resolve that?
Can you give some specific examples? That's better.
Let's um uh, huh? I'm just saying, okay, maybe I'm simple example, you're driving, right? And someone cut you off and you get upset and you say, what
Someone what? Someone what? Honks.
overtakes you and cut you off when you're in
Ah,
traffic. So at that
okay.
time, I understand it's my fault. Maybe I did something. So I do pratikraman because I don't want to make situation bigger. However, probably in a few days later, some other person cut me off and they do it and you get upset. So you become in this mindset. Why all these people trying to take advantage? Why are they doing this? What am I doing wrong as a self-realized person? What am I doing wrong that this situation keep on occurring in different areas? This is just an example.
Right. Okay, now I got it. See, one thing is that whatever situation Nimesh comes across, it is what was projected by him in the previous life. Previously, whatever was projected. So it's like if you have cut people like that previously, somebody is going to cut you like that. And it's a very typical ego on the road. So you have to be very careful because at times you can get into big trouble if you get irritated, if you uh, gets onto your now, you may start driving roughly, which is wrong. One thing is like you could be uh, submissive, and at other times you could be aggressive. both ways is wrong.
Mm.
So it's like someone wants to go, maybe he's in hurry, so let go. Okay, go. And you remain in your own peace. You understand that?
Yeah, I understand.
It's a typical ego while driving. Someone who is driving, he doesn't like anyone passing him.
Yeah. So that I did some experiment, like I dropped Nishta and Krupa in the morning to school, and we have to take the freeway, the throughway, and it's a heavy traffic. And when people let us in, I give that signal, like thank you kind of thing, like thank you for letting
Right,
me
right,
in, right?
yeah,
So
right,
just
right.
like not by ego, but thank you for safety and giving me the space. And I notice every time I do that, the journey goes well, meaning like there's no other situation. So now I come into a
Right.
habit. Anytime someone let me in, I just wave and I say thank you, even if they mean it or don't mean it. So I look at both ways. But I found that when you project the good habit, it comes in the possibility. Just like if you project bad thinking, it comes back to you. It's just an experiment I was doing last few weeks.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us analyze that. You said you just did some experiment. It is the expression of your gratitude and that reaches the other person.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Your expression of thankfulness to the other person. And that's positive. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a way to say thank you for letting me go, letting me in. And that's good. That feeling of gratitude is always appreciated all around the world for your own happiness. It is one of the factors that will make you happy. It's like if someone let you in, so what? What a big deal. You will feel like that. But
So
then that's
if
that.
if we carry this kind of expression in our daily lives with every situation, then we reduce the number of pratikraman and our egos get softened, right? Because
Krishna,
we are
that itself is Pratikraman.
okay.
That it's you, it's like when you handle something amicably, that itself was your Pratikraman. So
Okay.
you don't have to correct it further. So it's like when in that situation you do it correctly. So that itself is you're not doing Atikraman, what it means.
Yeah. Yeah.
On one side, you will commit a mistake and then you'll have to do Pratikraman. So it
Okay.
is not, you are ensuring you are vigilant, you are careful that you are not doing Pratikraman.
Yeah. Okay.
And another, when someone passes you and doesn't allow you to go and all that, so there also, if you have this feeling of gratitude, thankfulness, why? Because that person is freeing you from your past mistake. You had done that, so then that negativity again will not be there.
Okay.
This
But
is where Dada had narrated how all these Vitragas, they got liberated with this understanding. They were challenged at times and they were so powerful physically, mentally, that they could very easily like destroy the other person. But they never did that. They said that already this mistake was committed in the past. Now I don't want to continue. I don't want to further mess up the situation. Now I have to resolve and settle the situation. So acceptance and then Pratikraman at the same time, in the sense when someone is doing wrong, you have to pass through a suffering, but then it is letting you free from that negative or free from that bad. So there also you express your gratitude. Thank you for freeing me from this mess. You understand?
yeah, I understand. Yeah.
So to understand every happening as positive, see if something is good is good, but when something bad happens, it is freeing you from that debt
Yeah,
by
it's
making you
still
pass
good.
through that suffering.
Yeah, it's
So
still
he
good.
said, thank you, thank you. And with this vigilance and this feeling, thankfulness feeling, that gratitude, what happens is that you are freeing yourself from the negativity.
Uh-huh.
You have learned to handle and take everything positive. That's great.
Okay. Thank you, Jai Sachidanand.
Jai
And we'll always
Sachidanand.
be happy and cheerful and smiling all the time, which is important. Otherwise, people have a lot of psychological problems also at times, just because of small things that happen and they get irritated. They're
Yeah.
not able to accept that. They're not able to adjust with the situation. Right?
Yeah, Jai
Jai
Sachidanand.
Jai
Sachidanand.
Sachidanand. Shailaben.
Deepakanandji. Okay, this is again the saying, Dada saying, without the applied awareness of the soul, happiness cannot arise. So is this
Okay,
applied
wonderful. The
awareness,
idea behind okay, go ahead.
is this applied awareness the same thing that you mentioned earlier, like observing observing the
The
separation?
purpose is any karma is caused out of egoistic projection. One thing is that ego itself is positive or negative, most of the time negative. Most of the time we end up hurting other person. So the outcome of that karma definitely will not be very amicable, will be very hurtful. So like how I just narrated with Imesh, when any negative situation comes and you have to pass through the suffering, you instead of feeling that suffering, I suffer because of this person. No, this person helped me free from my debt. And that easily that I was able to perceive my mistake, perceive my suffering. So thank you. And this again, although the situation was negative, but you viewed it positive, that it is freeing you from your debt. That's what is really happening. But we don't know that, and we end up causing new karma if we are not enlightened. Even if we are enlightened and somehow the influence of intellect is there, at that time also you won't be able to accept things. And in that situation, what's going to happen is you're not causing new karma, but that old karma which came for discharge, it doesn't get discharged totally because that cause gets remains. And when the cause is there, it will have its own effect naturally. That's what. So, Vitragas, that is all these absolute Tirthankharas, Jnanis, they had understood this science of life very nicely and precisely. So in their life, they became a living example of perfection. How you can be happy and cheerful in every situation of your life. And that's a great achievement because human body, if in human body you have this feeling, sullenness feeling, sad feeling, it's natural to feel sad. No, it's very dangerous. Very dangerous. Any feeling is dangerous, positive or negative. But what we are saying, when we are viewing things as it is in the sense, why it happened, how it happened, why it happened to me, all those answers, when they're clearly answered, questions get clearly answered. You have no claim over the situation. You don't have claim over any situation. Do you understand? Purpose is to free yourself from the very pain and unhappiness. And second is to free yourself from that obligation. So any Vyavhar comes to free yourself from that Vyavhar. But we feel we like at times, we like then we want to do it more. And you don't like, you don't want to visit the place, but somehow same situation will come and you will have, you get confronted with your dislike or disliking situation. But again, seeing it positive, it is helping me free from my debt. And if it comes after a few years, when I'm not physically healthy, mentally stable, and all that, with that aging factor, all that comes, then you won't be able to settle them, handle the situation. So this is where you here we remain positive and grab the opportunity that you got to free yourself from that obligation. That's it.
That is until
And when that is accomplished, it's like you are really doing your job. So the way, just imagine you're working somewhere and the boss has given you 10 tasks. What if you finish that 10 tasks? Your boss will be happy. And when he's happy, you will definitely be uh, given some appreciation in return.
yes.
In the same way, that which was wrongly done by egoistic projection, the other thing is giving us orders to do this and that, making us pass through happiness and unhappiness, so that we get freed. So, Yamati Shakti is helping us to want credit is a pure soul. A wonderful thing.
Yes.
And when we have this thing, this notion in our mind, that you will never make faces towards any situation or towards any person. You will always have that feeling, oh, that person is freeing me from my debt. Thank you so much. And at times things don't work, but you, because of this positive attitude, see, just imagine, we feel that we are just living, we are not robots. We are live matter. Living, there's a living God inside. And in the very presence of that living God, I am messing around with people, not handling properly, not handling efficiently. What do you think is going to happen to you? What goes out from here, it will come back here for settlement.
Mm.
That's law. What comes around, what goes around comes around.
Yes.
So don't send those negativities for which you have to, uh, you get encountered or put by those negativities. You will have to face those negativities. So with this positiveness, you'll always be again with you. That's why we see Lord Mahavira, Ram, Lord Rama, Lord Krishna. You always see them happy and cheerful because they always had this positive vision. And with that positive vision, they freed themselves from their debt,
Mm.
never let it go further. They had let it go, that's why it came now. But now, don't miss that any opportunity of settling your dues, past dues. And when that is done, anyway, new dues are not getting caused. But finally, that time will come where you will go to Mahavira Kshetra, you'll be born there. Just imagine, with this body and the application of the five agnas, what kind of body is getting charged? Think of it and we'll discuss that next time. Two
I'm,
viewpoints.
what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. What type of? With this body,
We
practicing
are
that.
we are following the five agnas. We viewing life situations with five agnas glasses.
Yes.
So just imagine what would be or what will be the type of karma you are binding. Of course, number one point is you are causing karmas that is going to take you to Mahavidekshan. Because doership aspect of anything is only in relation to agnas and nothing else. All past karmas, the doership aspect is attributed to the natural cosmic power of Vyavhar Shakti. Any karmic result is attributed to Vyavhar. Wherever you are intervening and making a decision, I will do this, handle this file amicably, and especially that is where the doership aspect is projected, but with your soul vision. So, what is called the Pratisthit Atma that gets caused, just think about it. What would be the nature of the Pratisthit Atma which goes out after this life, meaning after living through with this enlightenment, how it is going to change, game changer, how it is said, is happening, which is happening now also. But when you understand it, then it will be more effective and faster. Right.
Very beautifully said. Thank you so much.
So one thing we can say that every life situation, some or the other negativity is coming and your speech is flowing out. I did this, I did that person did this, how he behaved, misbehaved, and all that stuff. So that's where, whenever you are saying I, then you say, Shaila did this, Shaila did that, Shaila came, Shaila went, and all that. So Shaila, I did like, Shaila did like, Shaila like,
Hmm.
Shaila went here, Shaila did this, Shaila did that.
Hmm.
But then that mindfully when you are doing this, it is going to keep you separate. Because you are separate. The separateness is there in principle, but you're not able to experience because this portion, owning what, owning that doesn't belong to you, then that itself has its own biting effect, sticky effect,
Sticking effect, yes.
and you end up suffering.
Yes, yes.
So
So the
it's like
moment you're getting engrossed in that.
becoming indifferent to failure.
Ah,
You have no concern. Whatever Sheila does, she
yes.
doesn't do, no concern. In the sense, you will not have any expectation that she will always do something good. Right?
Yes.
And you're always prepared for the worst.
Hmm.
In fact, you remain very vigilant. Most of the time, you are vigilant that you don't get into trouble. Otherwise, people move forward in the face of the trouble. And when they experience that pain and agony, what they carry on, then they realize, but then at times it's too late. So we never go out. And even if we go out, then our purpose is settlement only.
Hmm.
That's what. Okay.
Thank you. Yes, that is very beautifully said. The practical awareness of the soul. That's very well, very.
Right.
Thank you. JSS Chitana.
Basically, our time is up. So, Deepakanji, we need to continue this about our looking at
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
subtle
Mine. Yes.
mistakes, right?
It's a vast ocean.
Yeah, right.
It's a vast ocean. So at least some interaction, some sharing and all that is done, that will affect and it will have a good impact. And that understanding really remains in our being, in our conviction.
You want one?
And that is important. In fact, whatever we are doing is to have that conviction, like Jnana.
Yeah. So we're going to look at our Sukshma mistakes, errors,
Wherever our mind differs from others.
whether mind differs from others. Okay. Okay, our time is up.
Right.
So can you do three mantra? And everybody please
Jai
follow.
Shri Dana Namo Vidyagaya
Namo Vidyaya.
Namo Arihantana
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhana
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyana
Namo Ayariyam.
Where did I stop?
Namo Uvajayanan. You to
Namo Vajrayana Namo Loe Savar Sahuna
Namo Loe Sava.
Exo Panchana Muktaru
So Panchana Mukkaro.
Sauva Pava Pranasano
Sarva Bhava Pranasano.
Mangalanam Cha Sauvesim
Mangalam Cha Sarvesim.
Padamam Havai Mangalam
Paramam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya
Om Namah Shivaya.